Welcome to the Your Home Sold Guaranteed radio show, where you get advice you can trust from the Capital Region's leading experts in real estate and all related fields. From the latest real estate trends to the best mortgage rates, from curb appeal to home warranty, this is the talk show that will help you save and make the most when it comes to buying or selling your most valuable asset. Now, here's your host, broker and founder of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, the property shop, John Bevilacqua.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Johnny. What's going on, my man?
Oh, man, it's just a wet, yucky day.
Oh, my goodness. Moving slow this morning. I'm moving slow this morning. I just came back from the West Coast, and I'm fighting the jet lag.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, I had the Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty quarterly conference over in Anaheim. So came back it was great.
Weather good?
Well, it's Southern California.
Yeah, that's
it never changes. It's the same day over and over and over again. So, had some flight issues and ended up coming. It was a comedy of errors. Just really was not fun.
Seems to happen a lot these days, doesn't it?
It does. It does. We talked. I had the conversation with my Uber driver about what Southwest did and how they canceled all those flights around Christmas. But it seems to be a trend in the airline industry. But jumping into things here, the conference was unbelievable.
Yep.
We really got to. I mean, just to give a little bit about the Your Home Sold brand. It's we're international now, so we have about 120 offices throughout U.S. and Canada. And I forgot we have a guest today. We'll get to him in a second for sure.
I thought I saw somebody over there.
Yeah, somebody snuck in. I got to make an introduction here, but just we did unleash a couple of national programs that we're going to be bringing. We already have a couple of them in the Capital Region, but we have a 24-hour cash offer program that we're going to be unveiling in the next couple of weeks. So we just inked a deal with a group of investors and wholesalers throughout the country that buy houses for cash. And so we partnered with 62 of these companies, so we're going to be able to offer this cash program over the next couple of weeks here.
Wow.
And we started this in January, but we also have this is a trademarked exclusive program called Certified Pre-Owned Homes, where we actually, and we're going to get into this with one of our vendors that we're going to have on the show in a couple of weeks, who is a home inspector. And basically, the Certified Pre-Owned Home, we come in, pre-inspect the home. We go through a whole checklist of things that need to be addressed, and it's a whole program. I don't want to get too caught up into that today because we got a lot to cover. But the point is, the trip was great. We got some things we're going to unveil here in the Capital Region. I think is going to be really exciting and bring a lot of value to homeowners. And we'll talk about that in the next couple of weeks. So let's jump into our guest here. We got a gentleman here from my office, Joe Mulone.
Good morning, John.
All-star agent. Joe has been with me and the property shop for what? 4? I never get these numbers right. So
4 years.
I did this with Dave last week, and he's like, John, you got all the numbers wrong. So 4 years with the company. Joe's how many years have you been in real estate, Joe?
Almost 15.
15 now. Wow.
Right.
Okay. And so Joe's tell us a little bit about yourself, Joe.
Well, I live in Scotia with my wife, Leah, and I've been working in the Capital Region doing real estate for about 15 years now. Working mostly with first-time home buyers, but I've done all types of real estate deals with all different types of clients, trying to help people fulfill their real estate needs.
Joe's being a little humble. He's sold about 150 homes, $125 million in sales over his career, and he's also secret about Joe's a professional photographer. So Joe's been we actually talked about you in the green room, John, and we were talking about how long you've been on the radio and you editing tape, and Joe was talking about being a photographer and editing developing film versus digital now. So it's interesting. And Joe's also a scratch golfer.
Oh, no.
Plays professional basketball.
Anything else? Wow.
No, but Joe actually has a specialty. Just like, every time we have an agent or guest here, they have a specialty. Joe's specialty is helping folks strategically get their home sold and for top dollar. So Joe's list to sell price is one of the actually it's the highest in the office. So I thought it was like 98 or 99%. But Joe, tell us what your list to sell is.
Well, this current real estate market is, things are going over asking all the time. and my number went over 100 to 108.
Wow.
Not we talk about in real estate all the time. It's a matter of supply and demand, and right now there are a lot of buyers out there, and they are competing for homes. And if you're not working with a knowledgeable realtor, you're going to be on the sidelines missing deals. And my number went up to 108 just because of working with folks and being aggressive and getting that home and not missing out on it.
Joe's good at pricing, and that reflects. So just to give listeners an idea, list to sell price ratio, because it sounds a little confusing. Basically, it's what does your house sell for at what is the sale price versus the price that you listed for. So that means that Joe's selling 100% above his list price. That means he's really good at pricing. So that's kind of the translation there. But Joe, we have a topic today. Well, we're actually going to cover two things. First half of the show, we're going to talk about this whole. For lack of a better words, it's kind of clickbait that's out there right now. So it's this issue of these LLPAs that high credit score borrowers are going to be giving up money to low credit score borrowers due to this new Biden administration program that's out there.
Low-level pricing adjustments.
Low-level pricing adjustments, LLPAs, correct. So we're going to cover that because this is a hot topic right now. So we're going to cover that right now in the first half of the show, and then second half, Joe and I are going to cover 27 tips to get your home sold for top dollar in the quickest amount of time. So let's jump right in. Hey, just to let you guys know, our goal is to get your home sold at your price and your time frame, guaranteed, or we'll buy it for cash. If that's something you're looking to do, give us a call. 518-957-SOLD. That's 518-957-7653. And this is a call-in show, so if you want to get your real estate questions and answers, you have topics you want to talk about, or just want to get your home sold, give us a call now. We actually have a caller already. So what do we got, Johnny?
We have Ben from Latham is on the phone here. You know who he is, I think.
Benny Forcucci.
Yeah.
Oh, we have an expert now. This is even better. So let's patch him in.
Good morning.
Benny, you there?
You're on.
I'm here. Good morning, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Good morning, my man. Thanks. Hey, Ben, thank you for calling. You're the, not to steal Joe's thunder over here, but you are actually the guy that we should be talking to about these LLPAs and this kind of situation here. So just let you guys know who Ben is. Ben is the owner of Freedom One Funding up in Latham, New York, and Ben's been a home mortgage lender for how many years, Ben? I don't even know.
Oh my gosh, 25.
25 years. All right. So we have some veterans here. We have a 50-year radio veteran. We got a professional photographer. We got a lender here. We have everybody. So Benny, listen, let us pick your brain about what people need to know about these LLPAs and about the situation that's going on with high credit risk versus low credit risk people, and maybe you can
Absolutely. Yeah. First of all, it's a good old media again, kind of creating a firestorm with this. There's really nothing new coming out on Monday, which is the 1st of May, which is supposedly when this is all rolling out. It's already been out for 3 or 4 months. Okay? It's nothing new. It's that they're making it look like a big deal coming out next week. So basically, there are some changes, but they're minute. If you in the past have had a credit score, let's say, on the lower end of good credit scores, we'll label it, okay, like maybe a 680 up to 700. There is a slight little penalty in there. The rate won't be as good, as somebody with the 740 to 780 credit scores. Okay. When I've been blocking loans for the last 3 months based on these new scores, and I don't really notice it. So, because you can counteract a little bit of the penalty in regards to rate with a little bit bigger down payment. Okay. So I would say not to worry about it. That's for sure. Don't lose your credit score and not pay attention to it like I've heard people out there talking about.
Don't stop paying your credit card bills for a better mortgage is what we're trying to tell people.
Yeah, don't do that. It would be a big mistake because there's a lot of incentives, especially for people that have increased their credit scores. For example, when this came out, okay, the LLPAs and the announcement, right in the same time frame is the biggest beneficial mortgage product to come out in a long time. Which the biggest problem people are having putting offers on houses in the last year to 2 years, and the people that are listening will say, "Yep, that's me," is an FHA offer. Okay. When you put an offer in for a house in an FHA, the simple truth is you're at a disadvantage, because FHA is a little pickier, a little pickier on appraisals, etc. So Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, they rolled out on a conventional loan a 3% down purchase. Okay,
very attractive.
Very attractive is my most popular product because, for just like we're talking about, the people that have been at a credit score level, let's say, in the mid 600s, all right, normally that's not a conventional approved credit score,
right.
But now it is. I'm getting people approved at 650 to 660.
Wow.
Yep, and the people that are probably going to have to go down the FHA road previously are now able to, because they're more lenient on this product. Okay, you can have some bumps in the road on credit, but 3% down. And the most important thing, like you're talking about, John, these LLPAs and let's call them penalties on rates, etc. They don't do this on this Home Possible 3% down conventional loan. Okay.
Hey, so quick, Ben, if you're listening right now, you're just tuned in. You're listening to the Your Home Sold Guaranteed Real Estate Talk Show right here on Magic 105. I'm John Bevilacqua, broker, owner, founder of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty at the Property Shop, and we're talking about this hot topic of LLPAs with Joe Mulone and Ben Forcucci. Go ahead, Ben. Sorry about that. Just had to reset.
Okay, you got it. So that's the biggest benefit. When these rates rolled out and these new products rolled out, like this one, I didn't see any negatives. All I saw was my FHA customers, me calling them back. I'm like, listen, I think you qualify for this, and a lot of them have qualified and are already in their houses with a 3% down conventional purchase.
Beauty.
All right. I would say if we want to say a true hit on an interest rate on a particular mortgage product, it's second homes.
Yeah, we talked about before we get into that. Ben, can you give us a true definition of what an LLPA is to begin with? I wanted to hit that quick just so people can get a better understanding what an LLPA is.
Yeah, it's basically a grid based on down payment and credit scores. Okay, it's a loan level price adjustment. Okay, so if you have,
it's a fee, in other words, right?
It's a fee to the interest rate, which means, John, if you have a 650 credit score, okay, and we're both buying the same house, and I have a 750 credit score, all right, and today's rate that we're both using is 5%. Okay, you're probably going to pay 5 1/8 up to maybe 5 1/4. I'm probably going to get to 5%. Okay, they just use adjustments to increase the rate a little bit based on your scores and how much money you're putting down.
Right.
Okay, and they've always been subtle, and they pretty much still are, but I've been saying it for 25 years. Counteract that by paying attention to your credit, paying your bills on time. Your scores go up 5 or 10 points every month by doing that, and you can take care of that penalty yourself. Okay.
Hey Ben, it's Joe here. I wanted to ask you: does this going to affect somebody who's doing a conventional loan?
It's going to affect it if you're doing a conventional loan. If your scores are not up to par, meaning if they're going to be under 680, 660, it could affect your score, the rate a little bit.
Isn't it true that most conventional buyers are putting down a lot more than 3%?
Yep. And here's the thing: the ones that are not, okay, like the people that have 5% down or maybe 10% down, I'm like, listen, and this is my advice, okay? I tell them, listen, we're going to do the 3% down. Okay, because the rate's going to be better than your 5 or 10% down. It's called Home Possible because it's more beneficial. You're getting the same rate that somebody with 700 score is going to get, and putting 10 to 15 to 20% down.
Okay, great. That sounds awesome.
Yeah. Make no mistake about it. That's the best product out there right now. We're doing a ton of it.
Is there PMI with that?
Yep, there's PMI. It's the same basic PMI calculations if you're putting 5 or possibly 10% down. Once you get 10% down, we can get you into a loan that doesn't have any private mortgage insurance. But then again, the rate might be a little bit higher if you're not putting 20% down.
Benny, give us a quick wrap up here because we're ready to hit the break. Is this something anyone should be panicking about?
Absolutely not. Nope, there's too many products out there. In the future, we will get into grants. I mean, there's so much grant money out there that people are not using. In the future, we need to talk about it because we're closing deals every month with people who are not coming money out of their pocket. They're getting $5,000, $10,000, $12,000 from a city that they're purchasing in. So we got to get into that eventually here.
Awesome.
All right. The one penalty is second homes.
Second homes and investment properties.
Yeah, and actually, investment properties didn't change much.
Okay.
Second homes are the same thing as buying an investment property now in regards to interest rate.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah, reason being people are buying second homes, but they're turning them into an Airbnb, and that's why they're taking a hit.
Okay. Well, listen, everyone, you heard it first. No need to panic about the LLPAs and all this low credit, high credit, whatever clickbait drama that's being seen online. You heard it straight from the horse's mouth from Ben Forcucci, Freedom One Funding. Ben, thank you for calling in, man. This was a treat. We really got some clarity on this, and
day.
Yeah, we will, man. Stay out of the rain.
All right, you too. Appreciate you guys. Have a good day.
27 tips to get your home sold quick and for top dollar coming up after the break.
To schedule an appointment with John Bevilacqua to help you buy or sell your home, call 518-957-SOLD or go to johnnyhasthebuyers.com. John will be right back with more of the Your Home Sold Guaranteed radio show here on Magic 100.5 and AM 590.
Hey, it's John Tesh. If you're thinking of selling your home, let me take the stress out of deciding which agent to hire. In the Capital Region, the agent I recommend is John Bevilacqua, founder of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty at the Property Shop. So for 2 decades, John has helped more than 2,500 families buy and sell the place they call home. That's a solid track record, one that's backed up by dozens of 5-star reviews. Hello. In fact, John is so confident in his marketing system to attract the right buyer for your home that he guarantees to sell it at a price and deadline you agreed to, or he's going to buy it himself for cash. And he provides that guarantee in writing. The agent I trust is John Bevilacqua, and he's the agent you should trust too. His name is his promise. Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. So write this number down. It's 518-957-SOLD. That's easy. 518-957-7653. Or go to johnnyhasthebuyers.com. I love that one. johnnyhasthebuyers.com, and you'll get your home sold guaranteed.
If you're buying or selling your home and would like to schedule an appointment with John, call 518-957-SOLD or go to johnnyhasthebuyers.com. Now back to the Your Home Sold Guaranteed radio show and your host, John Bevilacqua.
All right. We are back. That was a great topic. Glad Ben called in on that. But we got a great topic for the second half. We're going to hear a lot more from Joe Mulone, guest in the office today. We're going to be hitting the 27 valuable tips you should know about to get your home sold fast and for top dollar. So, hey, guys, this is a call-in show. So if you want to ask some questions about the topic we're going to be discussing, give a call into the office at 518-476-5900. That's the call-in number, 476-5900. Hey, I just wanted to talk a little bit about this because we actually were just talking about this on the break. If anyone had saw the Make-A-Wish kid that had actually got his wish granted to be at the
NFL draft.
Yeah, I believe he was from Ghent.
Ghent or somewhere in...
Yes.
Yeah, the North Country, yep.
Mm-hmm. No,
Hudson, Ghent, I'm sorry.
Hudson Valley.
Yes.
Columbia County.
And boy, is he a Jets fan.
He was a big Jets fan.
He was fired up, that boy. That boy was fired up.
You want to talk about watching a wish come true. And that's what we do. So actually, our mission is to raise $50,000 for Make-A-Wish Northeast New York. We actually have 3 charitable contributions. So every one of our sales that we make, we donate a portion of our commission to charity. So our mission is to get to 50,000. Last year we hit about 12.5. So I like to think we helped grant that wish to the Jets kid yesterday.
Absolutely,
right?
absolutely.
So because each wish is about $12,500. So last year we actually granted 1 wish. We're super proud of that. We're actually working on the Veterans Memorial Park Legacy Project in Glenville. Joe's a Glenville guy. So, and the APF, which is the Animal Protection Foundation, which Johnny's a big fan of. So, so how you guys can help is by giving us a referral. So anybody you know that's looking to buy or sell a house, friend, colleague, coworker, neighbor next door, send them over to us. Give us a shot. Let them work with our award-winning team, and we're going to donate a portion of our commission on your behalf to the charity of your choice or one of our charities. whether it be Make-A-Wish, the Veterans Memorial Foundation, your church, your referrals do help the community. So if that's the case, you know anybody you want to refer to us, give us a call at the office, 518-957-SOLD. That's 518-957-7653. So let's jump into it, Joe. Let's talk about the 27 valuable tips that you should know to get your home sold fast and for top dollar.
Well, we're not going to get through all 27.
Obviously.
We're going to hit some of the top ones right here today. And this market is it's a seller's market. People, when I meet people, they love talking about, they find I'm in real estate, and what do they want to do? They want to talk about real estate. There's a lot of TV shows that they love to watch, and they want to pick my brain on real estate. And they always ask me, Joe, how's the market? How's the market? And I tell them, are you a buyer or a seller? And if you're a seller, there couldn't be a better time in the history of mankind to sell your home. Everything sells, and here's the caveat: if it's priced right.
Pricing.
And let me tell you that I was talking to another agent in the office, and they're having an open house, and don't you know, holy cow, they've got people lined up that want to come to the open house, and the reason being there's not a lot of homes on the market. So by using these 27 valuable tips.
You had an open house 2 weeks ago. How many people do you have there?
I had 25 the day of the open house, and then I had 8 that wanted to come the next day. And then by Monday, we listed the house on a Thursday, had an open house on Saturday, 8 more showings on Sunday, 4 offers on Monday, done by Tuesday.
Yeah.
And that's kind of normal if you're handling a property properly.
That you hit it on the nose, though. Not everybody has 15 people at their open houses.
No,
it's all about the marketing. It's all about the pricing. It's all about what your acumen is as a realtor.
And putting out an expectation to also the seller and also the buyers out there that when you put a price on a property, it's the proper price, and that price is going to attract buyers to come take a look at it. Mm-hmm. And if a property's been on the market for an extended period of time, and in this market that could be as long as 2 whole weeks.
Yeah.
If people aren't looking at a property after 2 weeks it's been on the market, what's the problem? It's probably the price.
Probably the price. Yep.
Probably the price. And using these 27 valuable tips can help you put your property on the market at the right price and do the things that you need to do that are going to make buyers more attractive to your property. And one of them on the list here, is have a reasonable expectation of what the asking price should be. Well, that sounds great, Joe, but how do you do that? Well, you're going to have to do some homework, and we're going to help you do that homework by going out and actually looking at homes similar to yours and what they're priced at, or what have they sold at. We always think our home is the best one on the block. Well, that's not exactly true many times, but knowing what other homes in your area, and I mean within 1 mile, 2 miles of your home, not 10, 15, 20 miles out from your home, what are they selling for in your neighborhood? And knowing that price is invaluable.
Well, it's not even you said it yourself. It's putting I'm going to say it again here because you didn't really say it, but I know what you meant. It's putting yourself as the seller in the shoes of the buyer.
Yes.
Right? And one of the techniques I love to use, a lot of times it's hard to get sellers to do this, but actually get them out home shopping for their home and showing them maybe 3 or 4 comparables that are on market to really let them touch, see, and feel what their competition is. Right? Once they kind of see like, oh man, this is a really nice house and it's priced lower than mine.
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
Well, because you think yours is worth more than it really is.
Exactly. And that we call it sometimes that come to Jesus moment. That
come to Jesus.
You got to know that this is what your house is really worth, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, because if you price your house too high, it sits on the market. There's a reason that every seller has to sell. Are they moving? There's a life experience, a change in life there that they have to sell their home. So let's help them move forward. And putting a high price on that house that's going to deter it from selling is not helping the seller.
Well, that's the number one tip on the list, is understanding why you're selling.
Exactly.
And when we sit down with sellers, we actually talk about their why first, and we hit them with 3 big questions to kind of understand more why they're doing this. And it's interesting because you start to open people up, and then they actually have a better clarity on why they're doing this, and it just helps the whole process. And it's something that we never skip, and we actually have it listed. We actually have it in our listing agreement, when we take the property as a listing, we have them initial off on what their why is, because it brings us back to why they're, because throughout the process, it's emotional, confusing. Sometimes it moves really fast, and sometimes we have to remind them, hey, listen, you guys are doing this because you want to be closer to your family in Florida, and whatever their reason is.
Exactly.
That why really just kind of defines the actual sale itself.
I tell my clients that this is like a roller coaster ride. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs, but we're going to hold your hand through the process and get you from the beginning to the end in the best way we can with the least amount of stress on that seller or buyer.
Right.
Because there are a lot of ups and downs. And if you don't have a good team like we do at the property shop, those ups and downs can be daunting.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's one of our strengths that I feel at the property shop, is that we have a great team of, whether it's lawyers, home inspectors, all the people that you utilize.
Ben Forcucci from Freedom One.
Ben, and with helping you get a mortgage, and it starts right at the beginning with getting pre-qualified with that person who's looking to buy. And we don't go look at houses unless a person is qualified to buy and they know exactly at what price point they can afford.
Yep.
We want to make sure that, so that's part of the value of using someone like us at the property shop, that we're going to help you through this entire process.
That's actually one of the tips is making sure you're working with pre-qualified buyers.
Yes, absolutely. And the one tip that I'm really very passionate about.
Let me just tell everybody, if you guys want a copy of this report, because, look, we got like 3 minutes left, so we're going to try to cover as much as we can. But if you want a copy of this report, give us a call in the office, 518-957-SOLD, 957-7653. We'll give you the free report, no cost, no obligation, 27 valuable tips that you'd need to know, and we'll send that to you for free. So go ahead, Joe.
But what I'm really passionate about is how a property looks online. Why? Because 98% of the people who are going to look at properties are going to look at them first online.
This is coming from a professional photographer,
yes.
So he knows a lot about pictures and how to play them on the internet.
The other 2% of the people are either being sent to a property by somebody who saw it and said that would fit their needs, or they drove by a sign and said, oh my God, look at that, house is for sale. I didn't know it's on the market yet. And so 98% of the people are seeing things online. Now, the good thing is, if the photos are good and the house looks attractive, that's going to attract buyers. But many agents don't use professional people to photograph or video their properties, so they look less than desirable. And
it's incredible to think, and I know people don't realize this, but there are agents that actually take pictures of a $500,000 house with their cell phone.
Yeah.
And we see this all the time, and we're like, and you look at days on market, the house is sitting for 3, 4, 5 months, and first, the easiest, it's so obvious because the photos are so terrible.
And if there are no photos of the interior of the home, that's going to give you a question mark too.
That's 100% true.
Yeah.
And you'd be surprised.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
all I can say.
Absolutely. And and when being having a photography background and being aware of all that, I think that's also why I'm so passionate about it. And I always tell people, don't disregard a house because it doesn't look. Also, if it doesn't look good online, you got to go see it.
Yeah, that's another thing.
See
it's a good point. Yep.
Don't stay home and say, oh, that house isn't good. Go look at the neighborhood. Drive through. Maybe there's another house that's available on the market that you didn't even know about. Or maybe we can find you a house in that neighborhood that we know about and other agents don't. So don't stay home because a house doesn't look good online. You got to get off the couch. You got to get out there.
Absolutely. Yeah. And photos can be deceiving from a good and a bad standpoint.
Yes.
Look, trying to cover all this right now. We have about 30 seconds, not even 10 seconds. So listen, we appreciate everybody tuning in. Show goes quick. I hope you guys got something out of this. Again, if you're looking to get your home sold at your price and your time frame, guaranteed, or we'll buy it, that guaranteed is in writing. If that's something you're looking to do, give us a call, 518-957-SOLD. That's 518-957-7653. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Talk to you next week.
Thanks, John.
The Your Home Sold Guaranteed radio show is presented by Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, the property shop. Join broker and founder John Bevilacqua every Saturday morning at 8:30 to hear about the latest real estate trends here in the capital region, where to find the best mortgage rates, home insurance, home warranties, and more. To speak to John about buying or selling your home, call now to schedule an appointment. 518-957-SOLD. That's 518-957-7653. Or go to johnnyhasthebuyers.com. That's johnnyhasthebuyers.com.